this really is a terrific gamble. And that's why he's the #1 in the world. Wonderful shot.
Best shots I could remember, sort of certain shots stood out in my career. You know, remembering matches and tournaments was quite difficult. But some specific shots were obviously match turning shots. You know, obviously shots like the brown against Jimmy, the blue with the rest against Steve Davis in the in the final of the UK. Shots like that I remember quite vividly.
And what was it about this particular shot that made it stand out for you?
Well, it kind of turned the final against Jimmy White. You know, I was 14-8 down. You know, I won the frame to go 14-9. Then I made a really good clearance up to the point where I left myself on the red to the yellow pocket. So screwed back, but I never had much angle in it, so I couldn't get the cue ball away from the cushion. So I ended up screwed back for the blue, but obviously landed the wrong angle of the blue to get on the yellow, which was near the baulk cushion. So, to be honest, I didn't even think twice about playing it brown. I mean, looking back on it now, it's just like a real crazy shot to take on. 14-9 down at the World Championship. If I miss it, Jimmy wins. He's 15 ace, like 3 frames away from victory going at the evening session. So yeah, it was a pivotal shot. The final red, as I said, it was pretty straight. So I've got to screw it in, hopefully, and just sort of any angle on the blue, so I can just drop the blue and land automatically on the yellow. But yeah, the whites just landed right in the jaws, so the middle pocket. But watching this now, I mean, the shot really is to roll up to the black and snooker Jimmy on the yellow, and I'm a strong favourite to win the frame. I didn't even look at it. So yeah, just the brown was the obvious shot. It was automatic position on the yellow. I didn't even think at the time how difficult the shot was. It was just the shot to play. I remember watching it back from my book and seeing John Virgo saying it's the bravest shot he's ever seen. And yeah, I mean, looking at it now, as I say, if I miss it, there's no way probably I'm coming back from 15-9 down in the final session. And that was, these matches, long frame matches, the momentum is so important. That gave me momentum going into the evening session. And I kind of knew that, we had an interval before, and I kind of knew that Jimmy would be on the back foot. There'd be doubts, might be still creeping into his mind. So it was it was one of the most important shots I've got in my career.
Interestingly, in your book, you talked about when you first started playing snooker at the age of 12 or 13, all you wanted to do was just putt all the balls and just keep going until there were no balls left on the table and there was no compromise there. Is this shot kind of the ultimate example of that? Yeah. I mean, it's when you get in the table and you get a chance to win, you take it. You don't. I've never wanted to, as I say, play the safety shot, delay it, and try and outfox my opponent with great safety play. My game is all about just get in there and clear the table and win the frame as soon as possible. And it's also noticeable in that shot how still you keep, how still your head is. Is it one of those shots that you have to get everything right technically in order to execute that shot? Yeah,
very much so. I mean, obviously anyone watching that, if the cue ball's tight to the cushion, as it was, the principles are keep as still as possible. Fortunately, there was so much on the shot, I didn't really think about technique. That came automatically.
And was that particular shot also about showing to Jimmy that there was no backing down? You were going to try and steamroller him, and that you were trying to build that momentum.
Well, I didn't deliberately set out to do that, but there's definitely a part in that where you put your opponent on the back foot who thinks, wow, if he's going to take these shots on under that kind of pressure, it really puts them on the back foot kind of thing. As I say, to get that shot and the momentum was just incredible.